May we invite the members of the Philippine and Palawan delegations to take their seats. May we invite President Marcos and President Whips to witness the signing of the agreements between the Government of the Republic of the Philippines and the Government of the Republic of Palau. We now invite Secretary Enrique A. Manalo of the Department of Foreign Affairs and Minister Gustavo Aitaro of the Ministry of State to sign the agreements and diplomatic notes. The first agreement is the Memorandum of Understanding on Policy Consultations between the Department of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of the Philippines and the Ministry of State of the Republic of Palau. The MOU establishes a mechanism for the foreign ministries of the Philippines and Palau to exchange views on bilateral and regional cooperation as well as on international issues of mutual concern. Thank you, Secretary Manalo and Minister Aitaro. We invite Secretary Manalo and Minister Aitaro to remain for the signing of diplomatic notes for the study visit of Palau officials and stakeholders to agriculture and fisheries facilities in the Philippines. The technical cooperation aims to support a study visit by Palau agricultural and fisheries officials and stakeholders to take part in experiential learning through visits to Philippine training institutions, hatcheries, research facilities, and local markets in order to observe and study the best practices of the Philippines in these sectors. Thank you, Secretary Manalo and Minister Aitaro. May we now invite Secretary Francisco P. Cho Laurel Jr. of the Department of Agriculture and Minister Stephen Victor of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and the Environment of the Republic of Palau to sign the Memorandum of Understanding between the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources of the Republic of the Philippines, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and the Environment of the Republic of Palau on fisheries cooperation. The agreement promotes sustainable development through fisheries conservation, fishing ventures, joint research activities, and the prevention of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Thank you, Secretary Cho Laurel Jr. and Minister Victor. This concludes the signing of the agreements. At this point, may we invite His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines, to deliver his statement, to be followed by His Excellency Surangel S. Whips Jr., President of the Republic of Palau.
His Excellency President Surangel Whips Jr., members of the Palawan delegation, my colleagues in the Philippine government, our friends in the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am pleased to have with us His Excellency President Surangel Whips Jr. in Manila for us to take stock of our two countries' shared history of cooperation and solidarity, the many opportunities before us to further strengthen our close bond as two Pacific neighbors and friends. Anchored on our common maritime identity, our dynamic people-to-people ties, and our mutual commitment to safeguard the environment, we engaged in a candid and productive dialogue on concrete ways to realize the potential of our partnership and how we can present a united front in facing the challenges unique to our Pacific context. Our ties with Palau predate our formal diplomatic relations, which were established in 1997. Ours is a friendship born out of the common struggle for independence and for freedom. It is rooted in the strong historical ties and cultural affinity between Filipinos and Palauans that remain to this day. In this spirit, we exchange views on global issues, especially those that have outsized importance in the Pacific. I reaffirm the Philippines' commitment to working closely with Pacific nations in charting the future of the Pacific and our unyielding support to efforts to advance the resilience of our Pacific kin, which at the heart of the Philippine Pacific Initiative that we launched last year. On maritime cooperation, we committed to continue our dialogue on maritime boundary delimitation. We have also discussed the framework of our fisheries cooperation to improve our fishing and aquaculture sectors through the sharing of best practices and technologies. Capacity building initiatives as well, development of fisheries infrastructure, cooperation for the international market compliance. This agreement also signals our common desire to ensure sustainability in our life-giving waters. We thereby commit as well to work for joint fisheries conservation and to combat illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing practices. Filipinos and Palauans share the same diligence and hard-working spirit, and we see this in the dedication of 4,000 Filipinos that are now making a living in Palau. With them in mind, I look forward to the conclusion of our labor cooperation agreement that aims to protect and to promote the welfare of Filipino workers in Palau, as well as the early conclusion of a social security agreement that will guarantee Filipinos who work in Palau access to social benefits. We have discussed formal cooperation in health, in promoting human resources development, and amongst others, that we have discussed a wide range of issues. I look forward to the immediate conclusion of our negations on the different critical areas of cooperation. We have made concrete plans for collaboration on technical, vocational, and training and other forms of technical cooperation, including, as we have seen today, study visits from Palau on agriculture and health, two important pillars of our bilateral relationship. We also recognize the importance of tourism and air connectivity in bringing us closer as neighbors. Our growing trade relations are an undeniable indicator of meaningful opportunities in the Philippines-Palau economic relations. I extend to our honored guests from Palau the Philippines' readiness to support Palau's renewable energy and construction sectors with Philippine companies offering cost-effective and quality materials. On the multilateral front, I reiterated the Philippines' commitment to be a trusted partner, an innovative pathfinder, and a dedicated peace builder. I look forward to advancing initiatives with Palau that will help achieve a sustainable, resilient, and inclusive future for our region. As our two countries look forward to celebrating the 30th anniversary of our diplomatic relations in 2027, President Whips and I have agreed to continue consultations and engagements between our two governments in the spirit of our long-standing friendship and Pacific kinship, in pursuit of our common vision of peace, prosperity, and progress for the peoples of our region. Thank you very much.
Ali, Your Excellency, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., esteemed colleagues, members of the media, very good afternoon. First of all, I want to take this opportunity and extend my heartfelt gratitude for the warm welcome we received from our arrival up until today. We truly feel at home, Mr. President. Thank you. It is a true honor to engage with you at this joint press conference. Our countries share a rich tapestry of history that dates to the colonial era when Spain held sway over much of the Pacific. Although our journeys toward independence unfolded in unique ways, and it was very moving this morning to be at the Rizal Memorial Park, but both were marked by struggles and resilience. And today, the Philippines and Palau stand united by the relationship that is steeped in our shared past, fostering cultural bonds and familial ties alongside a mutual commitment to peace, democracy, and the rule of law. As we navigate contemporary challenges, it is imperative that we engage diplomatically and collaborate closely. As I often say, we are stronger together. Just as the Filipino people have played a pivotal role in rebuilding other Pacific islands after the war, they have significantly contributed to Palau's development. More than 4,000 Filipinos call Palau home, enriching our community as accountants, nurses, dentists, pastors, teachers, engineers, construction workers, and many more. And we are grateful for the many Palauans that have been able to come to the Philippines, receive education and medical care. We have signed 2 MOUs and exchanged one note today to enhance our partnership and to help us move forward in fisheries cooperation. The Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, along with our Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Environment, will focus on promoting fishing ventures and aquaculture, enhancing trade and investment in fisheries, and developing fishing infrastructure and capacity. And I think work jointly to in our efforts against illegal fishing, and also data exchange and the transfer of technology. In our policy consultation between our governments, we want to encourage sharing of information on an official level, and the importance of those consultations and the exchange of views on bilateral, regional, and cooperation on regional and international issues of mutual interest. I think these MOUs today signal a new chapter in our relationship and our partnership as we reflect on our shared commitment to sustainable development and putting the well-being and prosperity of our people first. You know, in Palau, in every men's meeting house, we call them abais, there are often symbols that are painted. And one of those symbols is the surgeonfish. And as we know, when surgeonfish are out feeding, they feed alone. But when danger lurks, they come together and they form a large school and they protect each other. And I think this demonstrates the principle that we are stronger together. And I think now more important than ever, we must collaborate in navigating the geopolitical issues and pressures that we face, especially the existential threat that we faced with climate change. By standing united, we can overcome the challenges and build a brighter, more hopeful, and resilient future for our people. Let us move forward with purpose and solidarity. Masulang, maraming salamat po. May God bless the people of the Philippines and the people of Palau.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, this concludes the joint press event. Thank you and good afternoon.